Happy morning to one and all. We have our special guest, Pratima Sharma, founder of Vasundhara Says. The company is of different. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah. So, what is the you are founder of Vasundhara Says? That itself a unique name. How you kept your name, and can you tell me about yourself so that my audience will get to know more about you?
Sure, sir. Thank you. So, hello, first of all, to everyone, to all the people who are listening to the news. I founded a company called Vasundhara Says, and we basically deal into technology and marketing solutions. Anybody who comes to us, and I mean, it's a platform for entrepreneurs who have an idea of what they want to do, but they're not quite sure of how it will be executed in reality. So they come to us, they speak to us, they share their ideas, and we guide them on their complete business modeling, like how feasible that idea is in reality, and how will they be able to monetize that idea through these steps. That we guide them to build these steps to make a revenue model or make a business model out of those ideas. Okay,
Yeah. Super
we deal
Pratima.
majorly into
Yeah.
technology. When I say technology, we are not simply an IT company. We provide all kinds of programming solutions, both for software, both in building software as well as hardware. We have a team we are consistently working on building new IoT products, new electronic innovations, and our aim is to make in India mission a successful reality. This is not, I mean, this has been my obsession for past 10 plus years. Ever since I was in my first year of my college, I was into robotics and automation. And the one thing that I strongly feel and realize about our country is that there are many innovations, there are many technologies who hold the potential to solve people's problems, whether it's for food or water or the kind of lifestyle that they want to live. Technology holds the potential to solve the problems. All we need to do is create awareness on these technologies and improve the adoption and commercialization. So in India, there are many scientists who have innovation sitting on their tables, in their project sheets, on their paper, which can solve which can give solutions to many people. But then, when it comes to talking to the investors or politicians, we need a large population to participate to improve adoption and commercialization of these technologies. Our aim is to bring adoption even in the tier 2 cities. Most of the innovations of startups, you see that they gain acceptance only in tier 1 cities like Delhi, Mumbai and Bangalore. Okay, and there are hardly business models who get scaled enough and reach even to the tier 2 cities. So the business models that I am currently working on, they are reaching out to tier 2 cities. We have tweaked them a little. If you allow me, I'd like to give examples of two ventures that we are currently associated with and I'm working on currently.
Yeah. Please.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the first thing is, I like to take name of Gadget Gurus. Okay.
Okay.
So through Gadget Gurus, we are building a circular economy in electronics industry. When I say circular economy, I mean to say that has everything comes into circular, and there's no open loop for any sort of wastage. Okay, waste management is a big issue. We have so much of plastic, so much of electronic waste, so many different kinds of waste coming from different usages of people, but they're not being processed, right? To
Correct.
become a self-sustaining economy, it is important to go circular. So in Gadget Gurus, we are building circular economy. We collect second-hand waste, second-hand or damaged electronic waste from customers. Recycling in electronics is called refurbishment. Okay,
Okay.
we refurbish them to make the products that are as good as the new. The old damaged parts are replaced and they are made as good as new. They are packaged beautifully and they are sold. There are three benefits to doing this work. Number one, it is of course saving the planet, it is saving a Vasundhara, it is saving earth. Okay.
Yeah.
Second thing, the second goodness about the work is that it reduces the product cost to half of its original value. Okay, for example, if you procure a laptop of, let's say, 50,000, and if you go on buying refurbishing it, the end retail cost comes down to 25,000. The price drops down to almost half. Okay, and it will be very useful for people in Indian economy, because post COVID everybody has realized the importance of getting having their businesses or their educations digitalized. I've seen many parents who have not been able to pay school fees for their children, forget about buying a phone for their education, right? We are
Yes.
providing a laptop, Dell and HP laptop, a basic laptop which could be very useful, which is sufficient enough for students for their education, for the kind of softwares and whatever tools that they need for their education. We are giving it at a cost of only 8899, 8899. It's a almost hardly 9,000, right? It's very affordable.
Yes.
So from creating technology, it's also important to make it accessible to people. So that's what we're trying to do.
Correct.
There's also a very smart application that the team has built. uh, what it does is it's usually if you see other websites where people are trying to sell their old phones, they are manually asked to put the model name, the brand name, the list of damages that the hardware contains, and it's very cumbersome for the end customer. Most of the times people are not even aware of which part is functioning in the mobile and which is not, right?
Correct.
They're not aware of all kinds of hardwares that are
Yes.
integrated in the mobile. We have built a very smart application which they simply have to download in the mobile, and it will run a scan for 5 minutes. There are a list of 51 hardware entities that it scans, and it gives you a report on which hardware part is functioning properly and which is not.
Wow.
And based on this analysis, we generate two cost estimates. Number
Okay.
one, if the customer wants to have it repaired, it will give you a cost estimate for that. Number
Okay.
two, if the customer wants to have it, want to sell it, uh, the cost estimate would be so and so. Okay, so we have monetized it smartly. We have monetized this technology to make it work for people. Okay, so
Correct.
they can either sell or have it repaired, and they'll get a live estimate on whatever their requirement is.
Okay.
It empowers customers because they will not be fooled by any local repair technician, because
Yes.
they don't know what has happened to their phone. Okay, and they might, I'm not blaming anybody, but there could be a chance of mistrust, right? Where they are asked to pay more
Yeah.
for even if there's a little damage, they are asked to pay more. And most of the times the repair services are not available in tier 2 cities. We are trying, so this model will help us scale up even in the tier 2 cities.
Great.
So this is about gadget gurus. uh, I will request everybody to participate and
Sure.
help us build smart. This can very much
Okay.
big concept of smart
You're
cities or smart
focusing
campus.
on which place, which territory now? You're focusing.
We are operating. See, we are reaching out. We are collecting inquiries from every nook and corner of India.
Oh
The
wow.
plan is to all, we are partnering with technicians for any local repair. Let's say that comes from Mumbai, we
Okay.
allocate those leads to our partners in Mumbai for their repair
Okay.
services. Our focus for time being is to get all sorts of corporate orders to take care of the complete asset management,
Okay.
right? We can take care of their regular repair and maintenance. And corporates, they have they practice uh, they generally replace all their laptops and systems in let's say 3 years, because they want to maintain the quality. So all those old scrapped laptops, we collect them, we refurbish them, we make them good as new, and we sell them back.
Very nice. What is the next part you're talking about? Another one.
Yeah, so this is just a step to making Make in India mission a reality. Because if see in by promoting this model, we are encouraging skill transfer and knowledge transfer.
Okay.
Once people start understanding what is there inside the system, once they start playing with it, once they know, once their curiosity is satiated, when
Yeah.
uh, they will also start innovating. Okay,
Correct.
so once you understand how things work, you start doing something more, something better. Okay. We are also connected with a gentleman who does refurbishment in electronic medical diagnostic products.
Wow.
Okay,
Okay.
medical most of the manufacturers for medical diagnostic products are US based companies.
Okay.
I'd like to give you an example here when it comes to cost. For example, if let's say procuring a diagnostic machine like CT scan, okay,
Okay.
let's say that it costs, let's assume that, if I'm just trying to give you a ratio, an estimate of what the cost difference will come down to. Okay,
Okay.
if a hospital is trying to procure a machine or diagnostic machine of 1 crore, and if he buys it from a refurbisher, from a refurbished somebody who has refurbished the product, the cost will come down to only 5 lakhs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's great.
And yes, imagine the kind of solution the because people spend a lot of money in their diagnostic requirements. Okay, they pay huge hospital bills.
Okay.
If through technology we are able to make diagnosis affordable to the masses, it will be a great success. But in
Great.
India, me talking about this openly may create controversy, because in India, health, of course, is taken very seriously. It, of course, should be taken very seriously.
Okay.
But it is just that people doubt the potential of technology because they are not aware yet.
Okay.
Okay. Uh, I mean, there's a lot of regulatory process that we need to overcome.
Okay.
We will be needing to convince a lot many doctors and technicians
Okay.
for them to adopt to refurbished diagnostic
What will be
machines.
the accuracy? Because in medical, they feel only the accuracy ratio. How you can guarantee that accuracy ratio with the new one and the refurbished one?
Okay, so it's a very, it's a very hardcore technical question, right? The accuracy, of course, will be as good as new, because
Okay.
we are just replacing the part. Okay, if you go
Okay.
to a doctor and if your, let's say, kidney is not functioning, it replaces it with a new kidney. How accurate do you think that the new kidney will work, right?
Oh, yes.
So in even in machine, we are just replacing, we are using the space of the same brand or the same company, and we are making it work. So
Okay.
our focus, of course, is to see, any sort of innovation consumes a lot of time, effort, and money. But if we don't do it now, we will never be able to do it at all,
Correct.
right?
Correct.
So
Correct.
I say that if there is a possibility, there should be trials, there should be people participating, investing their money and ideas and efforts to make things happen. Nothing happens
Correct.
or nothing runs on its own. We are
Correct.
supposed to build the entire engine, design the entire engine, extract petrol from earth, and then also drive the car. Okay,
Yeah.
so it works only when, if we people like us make it work, right? Nothing happens
Correct.
on its own magically.
Exactly. So, but how you are supporting youngsters with your digital marketing company?
I have opened a program for paid internship for students who are very much serious about building a career in marketing. Because earlier, when I started in 2014, I was always driven by my passion. But these days, I see that many people, they create contents which may not be as good as, I mean, the quality is not up to the mark, but they're
Okay.
still doing it just because it has gained popularity to a certain extent.
Okay.
I would like to say that that happens in all industry. Okay, it has happened in film industry, it has happened in technology. I mean, IT industry, there used to be good developers earlier, but now that many IT companies have come into picture, even if they're not as good as they should be, they're there. Okay, and
Correct.
for people, it's difficult to identify uh, who is the genuine person, right? So to them, first of all, to the customers, I like to tell them that they should not be going for any bulk content,
Okay.
because doing too much does not mean that you are doing it right. You
Correct.
just do one thing right, and that should be enough. That should
Okay.
probably replace 1,000 words.
Okay.
Okay, so go for quality, don't go for quantity. If
Exactly.
and for youngsters, yes, we are giving for only for those who are not driven by money but who are driven by deeper passions for different things.
Okay.
uh, we are ready to give them a paid internship
Okay.
for 3 months. I've made a package of 55,000 where they can come, they can stay with us, they can practically learn everything about marketing and sales. In India, I've also seen that marketing people see marketing as a different. They segregate marketing with sales, right?
Okay.
And they're simply like, I've done the marketing, and I don't care whether the sales comes or not, right? That should
Okay.
not be the approach. Marketing is always integrated with sales, and if you cannot assume responsibility for the kind of sales and the client relationship that you're maintaining through your marketing communication, you have not done it right yet.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. So who are watching? No, like I have given Pratima's number. So 987367522. So they are ready to give you paid intention also. So youngsters can get utilize there. No, it is also for Pan India, or you have a specific territory for this paid intention.
It's for pan India, but we will really appreciate if they could come down to if they are if they could come over to Delhi for 3 months. They could stay with us, because when they stay with the team, there's an environment that they get, right?
Yeah.
And they, even if I'm not, even if I've not communicated anything directly to them, they may watch me speaking to my clients, to the other team members who are involved into product making and this and that, and they can probably learn a lot more than what they had come for. Okay,
Correct.
there's no
Correct.
limit to learning, and some or the other way, with time they will learn to also utilize it and apply it.
Very nice, Pratima. So, while talking, we are what is it? It's very useful information we have given. We are crossing 17 minutes. So, only with the 18 minutes video we can play in Facebook. So, we will have a next interactive session next time. We will plan properly. Thank you so much
Sure.
for coming online and guiding our audience. Thank you very much for your valuable time
Thank
and
you
time
so
and
much,
audience.
everybody. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
sir.
Thank you,
Bye.
Pratima.